Hello, Pisces. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Also, want to wish all the Pisces a happy birthday. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Pisces. Have independence, but it's in the reverse. It says over reliance on others is hindering your ability to stand on your own. It's time to reclaim your autonomy. On the bottom is intimacy. A deep emotional bond connects you to someone special. Trust, compassion, and support strengthen this relationship. All right, let's get the graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Pisces. I need to take Diva. So Diva, difficult to please, better than thou, attitude, shallow, and superficial. You have choices, choosing one over another, deciding between options, and devil tendencies, obsessions, addictions, impulsive, naughty by nature. And on the bottom is scare tactics, arousing fear and alarm. It definitely seems like one person here is toxic. um, this is giving the energy of whoever this diva is indicating is I'll do what I want when I want, and I don't care what you say about it. This would be someone who feels like the other is lucky to be with them. Oh my goodness. There's a choice between two here. Difficult to please, better than thou attitude. Yeah. Shallow and superficial. This would be like this feels like a very entitled person to me. Like I keep hearing Hollywood. But I don't think I don't think this person like is famous or anything. They have that Hollywood attitude. Is what it feels like. Okay, let's get the Twisted Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Pisces. Reckless. New boo. There's that options again with that choices. So there's something with that. On the bottom is secrets, but I'm telling you, there is one person here. It seems like this is a 3-party situation, but there is one person here who that they're this reckless energy, and either they're the new boo or someone is with someone who's like this and they're meeting someone else. We'll have to get into the tarot, see what's going on here. It looks like a lot of drama, or it looks like someone is a lot of drama. Let's go ahead and get started with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Pisces. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Judgment, Scorpio energy, and the World in reverse, unfinished business. This looks like someone who's trying to override someone's final decision. What this looks like to me is the one dealing with this is trying to get away from someone that isn't walking away easily. It's like, this is over when I say it's over. Oh my goodness. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment, the World in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh, someone is cheating. Five of Wands, Judgment in reverse. There's some kind of it feels like there's some kind of weird in between phase. Like something is over but it isn't over, or something hasn't been like clear cut finality here. Let me get some more. Knight of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands, Judgment in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. It's saying someone does not know something in regards to someone being in the player energy, or someone doesn't know that someone is communicating with someone else. Hidden communication. I'm telling you what this feels like most likely is that someone is trying to end things. They're trying to be nice about ending things with someone, and I think they're secretly seeing someone else. And I think the one dealing with this is trying to end things with is not going to take that very well. I don't think they're taking very well that someone wants the relationship to end. Because what it feels like to me is for the one dealing with this, they feel like the relationship is over. But for the one they're ending the relationship with, they're thinking, oh, this isn't over. I'm still with you. I don't care what you say. So while the one dealing with this is trying to move on, the one that they're trying to move on from is like, oh no, we're still together. Like they're not accepting reality or the truth. Five of coin in reverse. Two of swords in reverse. Yeah. It's like a refusal to see or in denial, something like that. I'm hearing things like, you're not going to leave me. Oh my goodness. Tell me about the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Pisces. Coach, advice, obedience. This is, I'm telling you, I feel like someone is in a third party, but I don't want to say this is, I don't feel like this is cheating, because I feel like the one who is secretly talking to someone else has tried to end this relationship. I do feel like there's three people involved. I don't necessarily feel like this is cheating. I feel like someone has started talking to someone new. The one dealing with this has started talking to someone new because they're trying to move on from this person that will not let go. Hesitation. Mm. See, this is once again talking about, it's saying that someone is putting someone else in competition, or this could be inner conflict about making a final decision. Whoever is dealing with this person knows that it's not going to be easy. Like they're going to show out. But I feel like they're secretly talking to someone new. The one who's dealing with this is secretly talking to someone new. The hesitation here, the reason there's hesitation here is because they know the one who's wanting to end things knows that the other is going to show out. when they tell them that it's over or when they say they're seeing someone new. Family. So you could have a family with this person. You could have been married to this person, or this could be a baby mama, baby daddy situation. But what I'm getting here is this person is just refusing to accept that the relationship is over. And this person doesn't feel to me like they're sobbing and in pain. It's like, oh, hell no, you're not going to leave me. That's the energy it's giving. Is you're not leaving me. Who would leave me? That's that's what I'm getting here with this diva energy. So tell me about the situation for Pisces. Ten of Swords, Tower in reverse, Scorpio energy, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. There is something to do. The way the cards are coming out, it looks like cheating. But I don't feel like this is. I feel like the person dealing with this is talking to someone new without there being finality to the other relationship. But I feel like the reason there's no finality is because the other party will not accept that it's over. As far as the one dealing with this is concerned, they feel like that relationship is over. This is someone that's going to be a nightmare as an ex, especially if there's children involved. Because I feel like they're always going to, it's like they always want the attention, or they're always going to want something to be going on. Like they thrive on the drama. Okay. So a harsh ending. This could be a backstabbing or betrayal because this is indicating like pretending to be single when you're really not. This could be a situation where, because in regards to the person who's dealing with this, in regards to, it could be because the way this person they're trying to leave is, they're not telling the new person about this person because they're afraid the other person's going to run them off or they're going to be run off. This is a mess. Ten of Swords, Tower in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's like this person just causes chaos. Seven of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's what it is. The one who's in the new relationship, or it's the one who's dealing with this, they're afraid that the new person's going to run off if they know about the past. It's not, they're not lying or anything. They're just omitting the information of this past person. Because you don't want to come at someone, especially you don't want to come into a new relationship saying, "Oh, I've got some drama." You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's going on here. Seven of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Chariot. Yeah, I'm telling you, someone's trying to just move on past all this. It's like, let's just leave this back here. But the thing is the person they're dealing with is too much. They're just not going to let that happen. Yeah. The Star. So we got the Devil and the Star. The one who's dealing with this is just they're just hoping that this goes away. Oh goodness. It seems like the one who's dealing with this is not very like confrontational. I feel like they're embarrassed by the drama. this person, the one that they're trying to leave behind, they're embarrassing them. Tell me about the situation. Stress. See? Yeah. One who's dealing with this is stressed out. That's what I'm saying. The person they're trying to leave behind is stressing them out. They're trying to end things. Ended things harshly. And I tell you, I feel like this person has told the other it's over. But I feel like all that did was piss that person off. It's not over. It's over. I keep hearing it's over when I say it's over. And it's like, because this person has tried to end things, it's only stirred this person up even more. And the one dealing with this is thinking, I just want this to be done so I can move on. Real estate. I feel like there's something to do. Either this was a marriage or there's kids involved. Because it seems like the one dealing with this can't get away from the other. And that could be why they keep saying what they're saying, because it's saying, with this devil energy, it's saying that this person is bound to the other. I feel like these two have children together. Friendship, team, connection, network. This person wants to be single. I feel like there's someone new here and they just want to focus on the new relationship, but the past person is going to make that impossible. It's it's like they're doing this, it's vengeance for, because this person ended the relationship. Okay. So tell me about the outcome for Pisces. Seven of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. This is repeatedly saying releasing someone, releasing something or someone, ending the relationship, ending the commitment. Seven of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant is Taurus energy. Seven of Swords in reverse. Sun in reverse. And the Fool. Yeah, this is saying, it looks like this is someone having a conversation. It says no longer avoiding releasing someone, or no longer being afraid to release someone. Unhappiness in the relationship. Ending the commitment to start something new. This person is unhappy in the relationship they were in. They're wanting to start a new relationship. This person was wanting out of the relationship for a while. It seems to me like these two weren't very, either they weren't very compatible or they were just two very different people. They seem like two opposite energies. I feel like this person was wanting out of this relationship for a while. They were unhappy in the relationship. It's like they just want this to end so they can move on, because they have found someone new. And I feel like the one who's dealing with this is worried that the past person is going to screw this new relationship up for them. Seven of Swords in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the Fool. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, see, Four Swords in reverse. Three of Wands. Yeah. The one who's dealing with this is dating they're hiding that they're talking to someone new, because if the past person finds out, they're going to start drama or they're going to start trouble. And I think the one dealing with this just doesn't want that to be a concern anymore. They want the past person to just stop saying they're unhappy, unable to heal. This is like, just let me go. Just let me go. See, it looks to me like the new relationship may be stuck in some kind of limbo, unable to move forward somehow because of this person. Tell me about the outcome for Pisces. Yeah, see, there's that risk again. It's saying that this past person finding out that the one dealing with this is talking to someone new, that's risky. But what this is saying is someone doesn't want to live this way. They don't want to have to worry about this, about their ex finding out if they're talking to someone new. But it's because of the drama this person's going to cause. The fear here isn't necessarily the ex. The fear here is this person is going to find out that I'm seeing someone new, and they're going to get all up in my business, and they're going to run my new person off. That's the fear. Calm, inner peace, simplicity. See, that's what I'm saying. But see, it's indicating how the one dealing with this is feeling. I'm not going to be able to move on. This person's going to screw everything up for me. But that's exactly what they're intending. They're intending to, that's what they want, is to try to make someone's life hell because they didn't get their way or didn't get what they wanted, or because they didn't decide that they wanted the relationship to end. It's all about them. And it's like, how dare you cross me? I'll show you. That's the energy it's giving. And triumph. See, this is talking about, so the waiting on the dust to settle. The person dealing with this is waiting on the dust to settle. It's saying your ships are coming in and triumph. So it's saying things are going to get better. Let's see the advice. Tell me about the advice for Pisces. The best thing to do with people who are just dying for attention is to not feed into what they're doing. Don't give them fuel for how they're behaving. The best thing to do for someone who wants attention is to not give them that. Starve them of attention, because then they get bored and then they want to go look for someone else who will give them that attention. So the best thing to do is to not interact, not give them what they're seeking. And this will probably come to an end more quickly. So the Knot of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Yep. I think that's what this is saying here. Knight of Swords in reverse, that can be a lack of communication. Leaving someone out in the cold, it's going to cause them burdens. So what it's saying is when they see that what they're doing is not effective, they're going to feel like they're losing. So I feel like this is someone who feels like they're, you know, in charge until they realize they're not anymore. Knight of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Justice, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. So the burden is about this three-person situation. The burden here is that the past person will not move on. That's the burden here. I feel like it is saying there is a risk here of losing the new love situation. Hold on, let me get some more. Justice, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, Ten of Coin, Knight of Swords. It's once again talking about having to like keep the new person a secret or like try to hide that there's a new person. That's the burden. It's saying that this looks like it's saying someone needs to offer truth about a new love and leave the other out in the cold. It's indicating like someone may be giving too much to this past person, which especially I feel like the reason they're around could be because there's children involved. But what's going to have to happen if this continues is there's going to have to be boundaries set. Um, you're not required to go back and forth with your baby mama or baby daddy. You're required to do what you need to do for your children. So it's once again the indication of I just lost my train of thought. I completely just lost my train of thought. It's just saying to give them, that's what I was saying, just to give them as little as possible. The more you interact, the more you're giving them what they want. And needing to hold boundaries. If they see they can push past your boundaries, then they're just going to see how far they can take it. So tell me about the advice for Pisces. Illness, disease, weakness, fragility. Yep. That's what it is. They're looking for or they're trying to work on they probably know the other's weaknesses and that's what they're doing. They're poking the bear is what they're doing. Readiness, preparation, prompt, and arrangement. Prepare, get ready to offer truth. Yep. This is about setting boundaries and strategy. See, the strategy here is trying to hide that there's a new love situation. Saying that's a burden. So it's saying in order to make this end more quickly, because you can't control this past person, you can tell them you don't want them to do whatever they're doing, but it doesn't mean they're going to stop. But the best thing you can do, or what you can do to try to alleviate this situation, is set boundaries. Don't let them cross your boundaries and give them as little as possible as in regards to reaction, because that's what they want. They want to know that they still have your attention. All right, let's get the closing messages. Closing messages for Pisces. Alrighty. Have pursuits to consider. You exhibit a sense of protectiveness, intuition, and enthusiasm. Relish the companionship of those who resonate with your passions. Openly expressing emotions and aspirations fosters deeper comprehension, backing, and the latitude to execute tasks according to your preferences. Uncover a promising future, brimming with optimism, affection, and tranquility of spirit. Life evolves rapidly, manifesting positively if you allow it to do so. The bottom it says, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." Mahatma Gandhi. All right, and let's get the last oracles messages for Pisces. You have heart opening. Listen, opening your heart center and listening to your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. You now have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. Let your light shine from your heart to experience what the universe had always wanted for you. On the bottom is good news, positivity. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co creating with Source. Now it's time to celebrate. All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.